Hi guys, how's it going? Hello, hello everyone. Okay, pulling this up over here. Hopefully everybody's had a good day. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Perfect. How's it going? Guys, if you guys missed it earlier, Sarah and I went live and we showed some really cute stuff that came in. This being one of them. Okay, you guys, look at this. Look at this. Tell me that is not like the cutest. Okay. So we're gonna probably add his little cupcake here. Guys, I made up a story for this ghost. Sarah thought it was hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna cut the bottom of this off and we're gonna glue this on there. Maybe a little shorter. It'll be about this. Hey Karen, hello again. If you guys missed it, we were on earlier. Sarah and I decided to show a bunch of stuff. Look at this. Eyeballs. Eyeballs, you guys. Yep. Right here. Okay, you guys. I saw this and I told Sarah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. She's like, what do you mean? Okay, I have a story for this swag. So this is Mr. Ghosty. He's wearing his bow tie. He's going on a date. And he's giving this to his date. I don't know why. That was the story in my head. Sarah's like, okay. That is the story. Right? Because look, he's got a bow tie. This is one of the new ghost attachments, you guys. And I just had to use it. Tell me that is not like the cutest. So we're gonna, he's gonna be doing this. He's gotta be holding his little cupcake. Little cupcake, first cupcake. Tell me that is not cute, right? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hey, Tina. You guys, if you have not seen this, so lots of eyeballs. This is restock, but look at the little, those are like little gems almost. But super cute. So he's going to be holding this right here because he's going to be taking this on his date. That was my story for this wreath. Okay, so let's put some glue on here because we need to attach him. So I already put mesh on here, you guys. I cut it at 18 inches. This is a collection. First of all, this is a collection, not a kit. 18 inches, and oh, hey, maybe I should put it on here so you guys can see or know what I used. That would be amazing. We're calling it the Ghost Eyeball Swag. Okay, just a collection. If I can pin it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We're gonna just glue this on there, you guys. So a lot of times I use glue. As long as you use really good glue, it'll work. Where do I need to put the glue? We're going to probably end up having to cut this down a little bit more. How do you get notified when you're on? If you're on here, there should be 3 little dots up at the top, and you click it, and then it'll tell you to go live notifications, and you'll start getting them. Also, make sure you're following the page, because if you're following the page, you'll also get notifications then. Okay, so we need to put glue all along the back of this. So you can put these in several different ways. I glue them a lot of times, because as long as you have really good glue, it will not come off. Okay? Let's see. Yeah. That's what he needs. He needs it right about right there. He's going to be holding his little cupcake. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to hold that for a sec there, you guys. Everybody is coming on. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, make sure you guys are following the page here. Make sure you guys also go over to, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab with the Wreath Shop here Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you're following the page here. Then you go over to my page and follow it there. Oh, that thing's noisy today. Okay. Gotta make sure you hold it on there pretty good. And then what I do afterwards is I will go here and put more glue on. As long as you use really good glue, you will be fine. It's when you try and be cheap on glue that it will go wrong. We're going to glue his hand down in a minute. Got to put the cupcake on first. And a lot of times once you put it on, you'll realize where it needs glue. So it makes it a little bit easier. Start moving it around. So how's everybody doing? If you guys missed it, Sarah and I went on earlier. And we showed a bunch of stuff that came in, some restocks, stuff that we liked. We also showed stuff from a new vendor we found when we went to market that we were really happy with. So if you guys did not watch that, you can always go back and watch the replay. That was earlier today. I don't know. I think it was like around 1. But if you scroll down and you just look at the videos, you'll find us. And I'm doing. Also to you guys, when you guys are doing this, don't ever stick your hand in there to try and push it down. Use a pair of needle nose. Because if you get glue on your needle nose, it's okay. If you get glue on hot glue on your finger, that's not okay. It's not okay. You will not be okay. You eventually will be okay. But you will want to cry. And if you've gotten a hot glue burn before, you know. You know. It's one of those, if you know, you know. Okay, you guys. So that's in there pretty good. The other thing is, don't ever put your hand behind the swag while you're doing that either. Because glue has a way of getting through the swag and going to the back sometimes. And that won't be okay either. Okay. So here he is. He's got his little cupcake. Right? Look how cute that is, you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh. So who likes a story, right? Going on a date, gotta bring a cupcake, not flowers. I'm married, babe. My husband took me on a date and he showed up with a cupcake like this. Happy with that. Look how cute that is. So I think I want to put one hand down and one hand up. Like holding it right there. Right? Yeah, I think that's what we need to do right there. Like, hey, look at what I brought you. Okay, we're just going to put some glue on this over here. And then we're going to push our hand on there. And he's holding the cupcake. Sarah was laughing. She's like, you've got a story. I've got a story in my head. Like, this is my story for this. Sometimes they just need a story, you guys. Okay, that one's on there pretty good. You can tie it with like a pipe cleaner or something, but I will tell you that a lot of times the glue, as long as, like I said, as long as you're using good glue, you're going to be fine. Okay, that's on there pretty good. Okay, there we are. Hey! It's like, look what I got you, girl. There we are. And we're going to put a bow here. We're going to put a bow here. We're going to put a bow at the bottom. So this is a collection. So I used a 30-inch teardrop, the lime green mesh, the little ghost, the cupcake. We're going to be using another one. I'd be over it too. Hey, Stella. Eyeballs. I always tell people, no one's ever late. You're never late. I just appreciate your time. And we're going to use some of these. Look how pretty these are. Right? And then we're going to use this. So, super cute. We're probably going to put in some bows right now. And then we will start putting some eyeballs. But yeah. So, holding the cupcake. You know what, Renee? I asked my kids last time. They did not feel that earthquake. So, there was that. I'm like, yo, didn't tell me you had an earthquake. They're like, we didn't feel it. We saw it on the news. Okay. I'm good with that. Okay, guys. Let's make, right? Isn't that cute? Yeah. So, we're going to do a bow here. So we're going to use, let's dovetail this a little bit. Yeah, Sarah Nut Girl, guys, to tell you that we were going through boxes like crazy people. We were throwing boxes around. We were climbing on pallets. All for you. All for you. Okay, we're going to make this tail, let's make it 7 inches. Let's make it 7 inches. And we're going to do the loop at 6.5. Yeah, because they come in pallets, right? And we're like digging for everything. Poor Russell. Russell does the warehouse, and he's looking at us like, what are y'all doing back here? Sorry, buddy. We're going to cut about probably like a 20-inch tail. We can tuck that around in there. Hey, Kathy Mitchell. Hey, Teresa. Bringing this down. I know. We're like, so sorry, Russell. We need to find stuff. Yeah. We're a bit messy. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He can do it. He can handle it. Now we're going to come in with this one. We're going to stagger it about 1/2 inch, you guys. Same thing with the loop. This was at 6.5. Actually, the loop's going to be 1 inch. So this was 6.5. This loop's going to be 5.5. Y'all missed the story about my ghost. My ghost is on a date and he's taking his date to Cupcake. Don't know why. That was the story in my head for this piece. You guys ever do that? Like you come up with a story for some of these cute things? It's like, that was it. Like he's wearing a bow tie. Of course he's going on a date. Okay. Then we are going to come back in with the eyeballs. Right? We can have ghosts and eyeballs. That's okay. Hey, Jamie. This is going to come down about 1/2 inch, and we're going to do a 3-inch bump. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a 4-inch bump. And this tail is going to be, oh, that looks about 8 inches. Let's get some zip ties. So yeah, we showed you guys fall and Halloween on the live earlier, but just to let you know, a bunch of Christmas got added. So we showed you some stuff, but we were just showing you what's in the season right now. But if you guys go to what's new over on the wreathshop.com, you guys will see all the new stuff that came in, including some amazing 4-inch ribbon, which is just glorious. I am a huge fan of 4-inch ribbon. So there's some really pretty ribbons that came in. Also, the black glitter grass is now listed. So if you guys saw that earlier and it wasn't up, it is up now. So don't you be hesitating to go over there, because it will be gone. Look at that. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, we're going to put this right up here through the mesh. Through that mesh. I always try to make sure it goes around the base of the teardrop, which is called the spine. That way it's more secure. Come on, buddy. Yes, I poke it through the mesh, which is sometimes a pain in the tuchus, but it keeps it more secure, you guys. Takes a little longer, but that's okay. Yeah. Come on, man. Okay, who else talks to their wreaths when they're not behaving? Ooh, look at that. Okay, yes. And then I pulled in this green. I really wanted this green because he's got green eyes. So that's the idea for that came in. Okay, and we're just going to do this right here. So we're just going to gather it right about there. We're just going to grab the ties, you know, the wreath itself. Come on, babe. And just twist that on there. There's that one there. We're going to add another bow right here. Okay. How cute is that? I want a bow right there. Yeah, right? I'm always like, come on. I talk to my stuff all the time. If it's not behaving, it gets yelled at. Like, why are you doing this? We're going to put it right here. We're also going to put some tails over on this side. Okay? So we're going to do a bow right there. I think we're going to do, yeah. I'll do another one of those style. So we're going to, it's going to be smaller because obviously I always like the big bow. So we're going to do this top tail at 6 inches. We are then going to make this loop 5.5. We're going to dovetail that. And we're going to bring this down about right there. Let's see, what did I cut that? Cut that about 14 inches. Yours. Same thing with this. Give it a little dovetail. Ooh, that is way too deep of a V. Okay, when I cut my V's, I don't like them that deep, y'all. I want them a little bit, there we go. A little bit better. About 1/2 inch there. Just 5.5. This is going to be 4.5. Bring this down, stagger about 1/2 inch. Does not have to be perfect, you guys. Y'all, if you guys have, okay, if you guys use scissors to cut ribbon, these are my favorite scissors. These are the scissors. So I was using these all the time. I like these so much better. I mean, I love these. Don't get me wrong. They are here on my table. But this is now my go-to. These do so good with like nice thick ribbon. He said we turned totally adorable. Thanks, Angela. That's what I thought too. Isn't he? Look with the bow tie. Green eye. So we bring in this. Yes. His little eyeball cupcake for his date. Y'all. Good to go. It was fun. Put all this stuff together. Okay, so we're going to do another little bump. That's staggered about 1/2 inch. And it's going to be a 3-inch. And this tail is going to be about 6 inches. Okay, we're going to lift this up. Use our zip tie. If you use a pipe cleaner, it's okay. I won't judge you that much. No, just kidding. I'm a zip tie girl. How often do you get new scissors? I don't get them very often. Like those scissors. So I replaced these only because somebody else used them on something else and ruined them. So that's why I had to replace those. But honestly, years. Yeah, if you have a good pair of scissors, they last forever. The other thing is with scissors, like these are my ribbon scissors, meaning that is all I cut. If you use your scissors for all kinds of things, they're gonna dull out faster, okay? So I have ribbon scissors. These are my ribbon scissors. Also, if you cut anything sticky, if for some reason something happens and they get used, I will use rubbing alcohol to clean them, to get them really clean. But yeah, my scissors are here for years. Same thing with my cutters, and yeah. If you get good tools, you don't have to replace them. I mean, you rarely replace them. Okay, we're going to put that right there. We're going to put this through the mesh, you guys. Again, I am pushing this back so it ends up going around the spine, which is the base of the teardrop. Ooh, get in there. I can feel you. Ah, there we go. Okay. I know some people sharpen their scissors. I have not sharpened my scissors. You put it down, I just never. I'm not doing it. Okay. So we're bringing this. Let's move some of this stuff around. Okay, there we go. So sometimes you got to move the things around. Just totally fine. And sometimes you got to trim them, which is totally fine as well. So I made that one. But I will tell you that I'm going to trim this. Okay. We're going to add a cheater bow down here. And then we're going to do something over here. Cheater bow. You can do cheater bow by hand. I am actually going to use, I use the bow maker. I use my bow maker for everything. I have bad hands for surgeries. So how I make my bows is the bow maker. What are we going to do? So I'm going to make, so usually I do the tails a certain length, but because I want them longer, these tails are going to be, what do I want? Let's do 13 inches. Then we're going to do about a 5.5 inch loop. There we go there. Florals, well, we're going to put eyeballs. And we're going to use some of these. I don't know, I got to have a little something. Halloween isn't usually my forte, but I picked up so much thanks to you. Oh, good, Angela. Halloween is so much fun. That's the thing. Just like with anything, it really is, just trying different colors. I mean, a lot of stuff, as I will tell you, that I get out of my comfort zone, and that's, I find, when all of a sudden I come up with something, I'm like, hey, I really like that. Okay? Match that up. It's just fun. To me, Halloween is fun. Now, I will tell you, I love fall because of all the amazing colors. But Halloween is fun. You got your orange, purple, lime. Super pretty. Okay. No, I'm just going to do it too. Okay. So we're going to add this on here. Do I have a... Sorry, I got to see if there's a... Yes, there's a tie right there. Okay. So I am going to put a tiny little zip tie just to hold it. Oh, look at yes, I was wondering if you were just slipping. Okay, let's see. There. So, and then what I do with my cheater bows, you guys, so this is the cheater bow. What I will do is then I will spread these out. Okay? And when I spread them out, I do this. Okay? So you're going to have one of each. So let's put this bad boy in here. This does have the little tie right here. You just kind of find it. There it is. Give it a couple of twists. There we are. And we're just going to bring this back a little bit like that. Okay. Now we have long tails there. Okay, so your cheater bows don't have to be small. You can make them whatever size you want. So now we've got our bow up here. We've got our bow right here on the side. We've got our cheater bow, and we obviously need to put something here because if you're looking at it, it's like, right? Got to complete it there. So we're going to put, I think, some tails there. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, I do like florals. I try and put florals in everything. Sarah's like, well, you got eyeballs, and I want something else. She's like, okay. Okay, so we're going to dovetail these. Putting both on the spool here. I'm putting them one on top of the other. Okay, we're going to come in here. It's going to go right there. So all I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to, okay, someone's going to ask, how long is that? It's about 8 inches. I got to measure it. I'm not sure. And then we're going to, probably right there. So let's take this and we're going to gather it. We're going to put it in here. Going to take one of the ties from the teardrop and kind of wrap it around. And it's in there. Yay! Okay. So now we are going to take this. Now, I left them on the roller because one, I don't like throwing them on the floor because I'm like, it's ribbon, I don't want to go on the floor. That, and then it's going to pick up stuff, so I just do it that way. Then we're going to do a little loop here. Okay. I'm going to put right there. So once again, we're going to gather it right about there. Find a tie. Get it in there. Now we're going to cut our tails here. And I want this tail, oh, I would say, let's cut it there. We're going to dovetail this. Yes, I sweep afterwards for the most part. Shh, don't touch me. Door. I need to paint my door again, y'all. Ooh, little wire. And sometimes, okay, I don't know if you ever see this. Always check your ribbon and see, because sometimes the wires start coming out for whatever reason. I don't know the reason why, so I try to make sure. Okay. So here we go. So now we got our bump. We got tails. We got it on both sides. I'm missing again. What is the base? A 30-inch black teardrop base. Actually is pinned at the bottom, everything that I use on this. So now you see, so now we've got everything kind of there. I may add a little cheater bow there. I think I am. I have found that once I say I may do this, it usually means I am going to do that. Okay, 7-inch tail, you guys. 5-inch loop. Thanks, Kathy. And come in with our purple. Same thing. Just match it up. 7-inch and 5-inch loop. Don't know why I'm spinning so much out since I got to fold it back up. That was silly. Okay. That's going to go over there. Now we're just going to take this out, and all we're going to do is come in here, find one of those ties, and give it a couple twists. And we're going to spread our tails. Once again, alternating. That is what I do. You may choose to do differently. That is okay. That is what makes it yours. So now we've got cheater bow there. We've got tails there. Right? Loop, tails, cheater bow down at the bottom, big bow here, loop, smaller bow here. See? All the different pretty stuff. Okay, we are done with ribbon, friends. Done with ribbon. So, let's add some of these. So, I got 3 of these. Too cute to spook. It is too cute to spook. I'm telling you, go on a date. Bring a cupcake. So, we are going to pull these out. And then we're going to add these around, okay? These are super cute. It totally matches. It's that very bright purple, glittery, all the things we like. That one was kind of thick. Okay. Okay, and we're going to split these up. These are nice size leaves in each one. Each one has 3. So all we're doing is we're just gonna take these apart. Maybe that one together. Just kind of move them around. Let's pull this one. When it's got a wire, whoa, why did that just? When it's got a wire, I just twist it. That way it's a little bit thicker and it makes it easier to put in. So you've got that. I like this as 2. I may change that. We'll see. Okay, guys, let's start adding these. How cute are these, right? Yes. Actually, I may start off with this one. And this one's probably going to go right here up at the top. So I tend to start at the top, you guys. Behind the bow. But look how pretty that is. So we've got the black base, the green mesh, and now we've got purple. So that's bringing in all the colors. Okay. So top, and now bottom. Probably just going to add this right down here. Under again. Get in there. There we go. And then we're just going to go through and add these all around, you guys. Put it right back here. Peeking out. Super cute. If you notice, got there, bottom here. So I try, the reason I do that is just so I don't ever run out, you know, because it can happen. Like, oh no, I didn't get enough of them. And these are super inexpensive, you guys. These are like $2.50 for each of these little sprays. So you could actually get like a dozen of these. I just grabbed 3. There. Hey, Tracy. Notice on each side. It does not have to be completely symmetrical. Okay. And I'll sometimes take some of these and even cut these in half to add, if I want to add throughout the middle. Right? So if I wanted to add like a little piece right here or a little piece here and here, I could do that. But see, it adds just that tiny little, matter of fact, I'll probably do that right now. See? Super cute. We can put that like right here. Just so it's also through the center here, right? We're kind of seeing it everywhere, which I'm a huge fan of. Okay, we're coming in here, right by his head. Look how cute that is, right? We've got a lot of purple in there. Gonna leave that on the side. I always leave one because you never know. And now we're gonna add some eyeballs, you guys. So these sprays, I tend to cut these apart. Also, these are like this, so you can actually, if you wanted to kind of be coming out a little bit more, You can also move them so that they're looking at you or looking down or looking up. Okay, they're all nice and wired. So let's add some eyeballs here. Of course, by the bow. I always put something by the bow. Whatever I'm using, I end up putting by the bow as well. I want that peeking out. And we're just going to take all these individually. And this is also perfect because it has the colors that are in the ribbon. The orange, the purple, and the lime. So, and they are kind of a little bit, there's a couple that are bigger and a couple that are smaller. So, I'm already holding the cupcake there. That one over here. Right? So we already have the eyeball right there. We already have one here. So we're kind of adding them in different areas now. Oh, good thing I have that mouth there. That would have been bad. Yeah, if you guys have a work area, get a map. It's just my suggestion. Because I cannot tell you how many times I've dropped something with glue on it, and if that were just be the wood floor, I'd be crying. Also, too, it's better for your feet. Okay, we're just putting eyeballs there, So we got kind of eyeballs in all the different spots. You can see them all. How cute is this? I'm so happy with this one. I think we're going to put a little eyeball right here. Or maybe right there. Maybe right there. It's like, hi, how you doing? I'm ready. Woohoo! Okay. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you. Okay, you guys, let me bring this down. Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, okay, so this can happen. If you notice, his little arm came undone, and I just need a little dab of glue. That way he's on the cupcake there. Totally fine. So we're going to put a little bit of glue there. Just going to hold that right there. Just for a moment. Probably when I was moving the ribbon around. This is totally fine. Can't be too aggressive. Alright. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Hold it a little bit more. Be patient. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Maybe. I think we got it. Okay, perfect. We're going to take this down. Now show it to you guys. How cute is he? So here he is. So many Halloween aside from my dad, I have a Halloween. There is no such thing as a Halloween problem. The Halloween spirit. So we've got a little ghosty holding the little cupcake. He's got his big bow on this side with little eyeballs coming out. On here we've got the tails, and then we've got the loop. Little tail going down. We've got our cheater bow on the bottom. We also put that extra cheater bow on the top, and then we did this little bow here to fill in that gap right there. And then of course we've got our purple fern going throughout. So super cute. I'll clean this up, take a picture of it. And then post it for you guys. Once again, it is pinned at the bottom, you guys. I'll, of course, be listing this in my Etsy shop. Thanks, ourselves. Thank you, guys. Isn't he cute? That's just cute. Ready for a hot date. Okay, you guys. I will be back on Thursday. I'm going to, what am I making? Oh, fall. I'm making a fall grapevine. Thank you, you guys. So once again, make sure you guys are following the page here, the Wreath Shop. Make sure you guys go over to my page, the Red Rustic Rose, and follow that there. And make sure you guys go over to the website and check out all the new stuff that just got added. The Wreath Shop, $89 or more is free shipping. They ship quick, y'all. If you buy it one day, it usually ships that day or the next day. They are super lightning fast for that. Okay, guys, that is it for tonight, but I'll see you guys on Thursday. Okay, see you later. Bye, guys.